Insurance Portability and Accountability Act, formerly known as HIPAA. I'm Tamara Augustin, and I did my discussion post for week 6 on HIPAA. What is HIPAA? So, HIPAA is the privacy rule that establishes national standards to protect individuals' medical records and other personal health information and applies to health plans, health care clearinghouses, and those healthcare providers that conduct certain healthcare transactions electronically. So basically, in other words, HIPAA is the privacy of one's medical record or health information. How it impacts individuals. It protects the patient's privacy and health information, as I said. Patients can access their medical records. It was a point in time where I don't think people were requesting their medical records to look at, so that's a good thing. Ensures that health information is not shared without consent to third parties, family members, and friends. I truly can understand this because we definitely do this at work. It's sometimes hard when you have a patient that you know their caregiver because they're coming into the office, but they forget to fill out the information to have us, give us the permission to talk to them. And it's just a situation that is very, very uncomfortable, and it just gets in the way of patient care. Impact on employers. Employers are prohibited to ask a healthcare provider for information on an employee. I know sometimes things come up with like workers' comp cases. I think that is the only way that they can see what's going on because, of course, it's workers' comp. It happened on the job. But yes, definitely they cannot ask for any information about you. They can request a doctor's note for your absences. Um, Sometimes when I'm writing a note for my patient, I try not to put the reason why, unless the patient says, okay, it's okay to put that. It's also protection of data maintained in employment records. So your employment record is still a record. So employers have to be careful about um, that information as well. I know that at my current employer, if you are a patient within the system, since we're on electronic medical records, you cannot, it is against the law to even, or not even the law, but against policy to go into your own medical record. You are not able to go into anybody else's medical record. You can't go into your coworker's medical record. All of that is prohibited. Last but not least, only health plan records can be assessed if the employee has the company's insurance. Impact on payers. They must follow all the HIPAA compliance requirements for assessing and sharing protection health information. So they basically have to do what they have to do to make sure that your information is protected. Electronic claims processing, which can impact reimbursement. That I think the payers really have to be careful when it comes to that. I guess this is why we have like the ICD-10, and we have codes to put in so people can't just look at it and say, a person has this or that. And at the same time, the people that are processing these things, they have to be careful as well. But under the HIPAA covered entities, most healthcare providers, health plans, and healthcare clearinghouses, they may disclose protected patient health information only as permitted. So we have things called medical release and it's usually a form the patient has to sign to say that it's okay for us to release this information to whoever we're requesting. So if you don't have that, it definitely can cause issues. And HIPAA breaches, like they're also something that we need to be careful with because they can cost. They're very costly. I know, mistakes happen, but it's very important for everyone to make sure that the patient's information is protected at all times. And that was it. Thank you. Have a great day.